Good morning, YouTube world. This is Christina, or Fruity Chris. Just doing a video. This is our first day of our 1-year raw food experiment. Keith still hasn't given me his channel name, so stay tuned for that, and I'll let you know what his channel name is. He's going to have similar videos to mine with additional things as well, and from the male perspective, which is why we're both doing it. We'll have a female point of view and a male point of view. For those of you that maybe didn't see my first video, we're going to be doing a 1-year raw food experiment, basically as a challenge to Andre Perlot's so-called overfeeding experiment, that he basically ate what he called unlimited calories for 3 months after doing a 1-month fast, and did not provide any food log information or continue to do raw foods long term. And he's calling that a long-term experiment. For me, as a very advocate person for health, and also as a Bachelor of Science major, would not consider 3 months for human physiology to be considered long-term in any regard. So, I'm doing a video.
I wanted.
So basically that's what we'll be doing. This is Keith again, everybody, for those of you who didn't see the first video. Do you have your channel name yet?
No, not yet.
No? Okay. So we'll be keeping daily logs. I'm writing mine on paper. Keith is keeping his on the computer.
Because I'm awesome.
I'm also going to be doing chronometer, so I'll also show like my chronometer information for like what my overall carb, protein, and ratio is going to be. Aside from that, my goal every morning is to have 1,500 to 2,000 calories for breakfast. This is the rest of my breakfast here. I have it in a pitcher. We don't actually have a blender. We have a hand blender, so that's why I drink it out of a pitcher. We actually just moved in here last week from New Brunswick, and we're living in BC now. Sorry. Yeah, so anyone that would be in a health movement or a scientist would never consider 3 months to be considered long-term for human physiology. Getting hot. So we're going to do it for 1 year. A little bit of background about us and what we've been doing previously. For the past, well, since it's January now, almost the end of January, since the beginning of June or beginning of July, we've been eating high carb, not entirely raw, but high carb, mostly vegan, up until this point, leading into going fully raw. Personally, for me, since doing that, I was also really sick during the summer as well. I've put on about 15 or 20 pounds already. Keith, I don't know if he knows how much weight he's put on. He's put on a little bit as well.
Like 20.
So we've pretty much already gone through the weight gain phase. So it's not like we've been doing this for a really long time and we're already losing weight. We're starting pretty much at the beginning, and we wanted to catalog the journey for everyone, so new people can see that you gain weight and then you lose the weight if you do it long term and successfully. For the most part, we won't really be eating any overt fats. I think Keith will be having a couple avocados a week and maybe a bit of olive oil. Personally, myself, I don't really like avocados. I think they're disgusting. So
Nice.
I would be eating less fat myself. I also don't really like nuts or seeds that much. I'll probably have them occasionally, but not as a regular staple in my diet. And yeah, I mean, I'll give you our weight and measurements probably later this week. I have mine already. I don't have Keith, so I guess I can give you mine. Well, I'll give you my weight, not my measurements, but I'll do like a graph as we go along so you guys can see how everything changes. And we're also going to keep track of our water and our activity. So, like I said, for those of you who haven't seen the first video, for me, my goal is 2,500 to 3,000 calories minimum per day, and Keith's goal is 3,000 minimum per day. Probably not going to have an issue with that since my smoothie this morning was already 1,700 calories. So, yeah, so my starting weight is 161. Like I said, I did already put on quite a bit of weight. Other than that, yeah, it's just a quick update video about what we're doing. It's our first day. It's January the 20th. And yeah, I wanted to go over the things that we would be eating that would not be considered raw, but we are, for our purposes, going to be including on our diet. For me, the biggest thing that I'll be having that is not raw is going to be pasteurized pasteurized fruit juice. I'm going to try to get the best juice I can. There's not going to be any added sugar or anything like that. But for me, for work, I find it's the most convenient way to get in extra calories because I don't have a work environment where I can eat on a regular basis or where I can eat a lot because I don't have a lot of time. Keith, on the other hand, he actually works in kitchens, so he has more ready access to like make smoothies at work and stuff like that, so he probably would not be having a lot of pasteurized juice. But it's something that for me that I decided that I would be including in my diet. Overall, I really don't think it's that bad for you. But other than that, that's pretty much it. If I find a better way to get in more easy calories when I'm out or at work, then I would definitely do that. But for now, just to make sure that I'm getting enough calories in, that's what I'll be doing. And also, just wanted to show you guys our food ripening center. This is our stash. The bananas are not ripe, as you can see. We had the option of green bananas or greener bananas, and there was only 2 boxes, and we took both. So they're starting to ripen a little. And then I have my pineapples too. This one's almost ready to eat. You can tell by the way that they smell. Red pineapples smell so good. They smell like sweet nectar juiciness.
Awesomeness.
This one's still green, but he was a good price. See, he doesn't smell like anything. He's not ready to eat yet. And then I'll show you our kitchen too. We have no furniture either, by the way. If you guys see our apartment and you're wondering why we don't have any furniture, we just don't have any at all. I have a bed. He has a bed. That's it. So that's my little hoard of, they're tiny oranges. They're really, really small. They're really, really good though. It's my Asian pear. It's a little rough. Keith has a juicer. He juices more regularly. I'll probably just be sticking more to salads, but I do like the occasional juice. This is our other side. It's a cutting board. Spiralizer. Probably going to use that later. I might show you guys too, like our zucchini noodles, what we make with that. Like I said, we don't have a blender. This is our hand blender. It actually works really great. So for people that don't have a lot of money, you can't really say that you can't make smoothies because you can get like a hand blender for like $5 or $10. And as long as you have like a big pitcher like the one I have, you can do it. You just need to make sure to soak the dates a little bit. Well, at least the ones that we get because they have a tougher skin. And then we also have a food processor, which we got from Valley Village. We got most of this stuff from Valley Village for really cheap.
Brand new juicer, $15.
And then I have just a kettle. We don't have any pots or pans, so there's not really any option for us to cook because we don't cook. I don't cook anyways, which is why I wanted to be a raw foodist. I hate cooking. But other than that, video. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So I'll probably do another video later today when we make the zucchini noodles, just because I think that would be really cool for people to see. Other than that, you guys have yourself a fruity day. And
Peace out, homies.
Well, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.